What is up? Now, we all know that hamburgers are having a moment here in Los Angeles, but the thing is, that moment's lasted almost 100 years. That's why I'm here at Apple Pan, whose slogan of quality forever underlines the fact that this is the definitive hamburger in all of Los Angeles. Let's get into it. So the hallmark burger of the Apple Pan is the steak burger, and the lineage of the steak burger goes back to King's Kitchen, a Hollywood sandwich joint opened by Alan and Ellen Baker in 1927. Now, the steak burger was actually one of their most popular sandwiches at the time. It had a lightly toasted bun, a thick beef patty, thick wedge of lettuce, pickles, mayo, and their homemade sauce. In 1945, Ellen came up with a new tangier sauce for a burger. She called it hickory sauce. Alan loved the idea so much that they decided to open a new restaurant with these two burgers as the stars. So in the 1940s, a dessert called the Apple Pan Dowdy was all the rage. It was so big, there was even a hit song by Dinah Shore called Apple Pan Dowdy.
You shoot like fire, an apple pan dowdy. I never get enough of that wonderful stuff.
Now, Ellen loved that song, and she loved the dessert, which was warm and comforting, the same way the bakers wanted their new restaurant to feel. So in 1947, when they opened their new restaurant, they took the name Apple Pan Dowdy and just called the restaurant the Apple Pan. Now, as far as why the bakers chose Rancho Park, well, the draw of the neighborhood was the small independent stores, the family feel. There were pony rides. There was the Pico, the first drive-in movie theater in LA right down the street. That, and the fact that their parents lived down the block, and that provided a convenient space to test their recipes and perfect their pies. Now, the restaurant itself is a small, unpretentious place with 26 stools around its U-shaped counter and a brick-walled grill area in the middle, with an obsessive focus on service and burgers that were the very exemplar of what an LA burger should be. They were at the top of the very first LA Times list of best hamburgers in 1969. Over the next 6 decades, the Apple Pan became synonymous with LA hamburgers, and it also stayed in the family for 3 generations. The Bakers eventually passed it on to their daughter Martha, who passed it on to her daughter, Sonny Sherman. In 2019, Shelley and Irving Azoff purchased the Apple Pan and committed to maintaining the legacy of this institution. And with the nearly 100-year-old steak burger still packing that U-shaped counter 6 days a week, the Apple Pan really is quality forever. All right, LA, it's been a minute. There's so much lettuce, but it's so delicious, man. It's pure texture.